I'll tell you a rough way to start the day. Sam Yo, Avengers Peloton class. That class would make Martin Scorsese kill himself. I like the Avengers movies, Sam. But you can't, with a sincere face, yell Avengers Assemble while I'm at a 95 cadence with 55 resistance. You can't do that to me. Bald People's like one of the 3 classes you can actively make comparisons that have no business being made. 14 different people sent me the Getting Over It guy Reddit post today.
Lol bald wig.
Turn that off. Turn that off yesterday. Mods! Do you see the post? It's like streamers nowadays yell mods like royalty used to do in the 1500s when they would yell guards. All right, let's give this a stab. Give me Brennan Hagel, a Canadian hero. You see the Americans online trying to say they won the Battle of the Nations because they had 3 fights at the very start? That's not how it works. You don't get to win the fight but lose the game and then say you won the war. Okay. Canadian national player, all-star defensive man Ryan Ellis. Doesn't really count much money anymore. 2 injured. Doesn't play much. Give me a Western Conference team. Joe Dowdy.
Someone get this guy a brown paper bag, brothers looking like King Neptune.
If you play one more Texas speech, I am unmodding you all. I'm not being sarcastic about that. Every single Texas speech coming through is one more person I'm unmodding. Let's go Calgary Flames. Braden Pachal. /marker. 3 strikes, you're out. All right, let's give it a shot. Cine Nerdle. I haven't battled in a while. We'll give it a shot. Battle 2.0? They made a Cine 2 Nerdle 2? Select your kit? Edit your kit? What is your kit? What do you mean edit your kit? What am I, Arsenal? I don't need to change the kit. We have a good kit. Training day. What is happening in this game anymore? Setup phase rounds 1 through 4. Chloe Grace Moretz. Give me Zombieland. Okay. How was that? /marker. Bring me to a real game. Something that I know a little more. Gem from an Oyster. Cabaret character who acts as a host to the audience. Counterpart of effect. Effect? Okay, you got me there. Cause and effect. If you were a triangle, you'd be blank one. Corny pickup line. A cute one. Allow to. Let. Okay. One might get buried online. I'm going to assume it's email. Cabaret character. The MC? Is that where that comes from? Reset. Kite? Not bad. /marker. Till the room stinks. All right. It's time. I've been told to play this game. I've been avoiding it like the plague. But today's the day. What's the best stage to play? 3 chips in a row?
You're my mans.
Doesn't look too bad. Just put the chips in the cap. Okay. Is this the normal camera angle? It seems askew. Okay. It's a sensitivity angle. We gotta lower it. Oh. Wait, this might not be that hard. Okay, I don't know how to get it to curve to the left. Oh. I couldn't replicate that if I tried. Why is Slime hosting Ludwig's stream? You only get away with that with bald people, you know that? Or Italian people. But they lost that right in the war. Any other group of people, you can't just say you look like this other person who's in the same group as you. Dexerto is the NBA Centel of the streaming world. They disparaged me on Twitter. They're like, streamer Ludwig has gone bald because he lost a League of Legends bet. I clicked open the article. I'm the first person this week to have opened a Dexerto article. The article read, he failed to hit his goal of hitting plat by January. And I was like, I don't know if I could have been much louder about the fact of me hitting plat happened. I don't know if I could have been much noisier that I did hit plat. How did they leave with the impression that I didn't hit plat? They somehow knew that I had a bet that I would go bald if I didn't hit plat, but missed the part where I hit plat. It's like knowing World War II happened, but not that that it's over. I guess there was that Japanese guy who did that. Wasn't there a Japanese guy, 30 years, he continued to fight the war? That's gotta all be clickbait, right? At a certain point, he's not fighting the war. He's just living on an island. There was nobody to, like, fact check what he was doing. He killed a police officer? Is that how they found him? Or did he keep going after that? All the articles I read talk about how he went home a hero. He killed a police officer? Guys, I don't know if you want to call the Japanese World War II veteran based. I don't know if you remember which side they were fighting for. I know their anime is really cool now, but we're headed towards the wrong bald streamer's chat. How are you supposed to hit all 3 of these shots in a row? Perseverance? Learning something new each failure? Remembering to only care about the things we can control at the end of the day? 127 hours with James Franco, but it's Dave Franco and he's gooning for that long. I've been toying with film ideas. You're so bad at this? Bro thinks the destination's the actual important thing when it's the journey. Bro doesn't understand that the toil and the struggle is what makes the final destination all the worth it. What do you want to do? Just wake up with $1 million? Actually, that would rule. That would rule. That was stupid. That would rule. Watch out. You better remember happy wife, happy life. This guy is not a wife guy. Why does my husband sound so different? What are you doing? Women. Can't live with them. Can't live without them. Let me guess. Sushi again? See, they don't tell you that 2's the problem. You're supposed to do 1 first, brother. In 3rd grade, we had a substitute teacher come in. He gave everybody a test. And the test started out with some basic math problems, like addition. I was like, oh, easy. Then it hit me with the PEMDAS problem, and I was like, they're messing with the wrong guy. I sing this song to fall asleep. I switch to page 2. They start getting crazy. One of the questions is to stand up and start clapping your hands. I'm cruising through this quiz. I'm looking around me. I'm like, nobody's clapping their hands. These motherfuckers are going to be so mad when they get to page 2 and they start clapping their hands. It gets even weirder after that. It says hide under your desk. And I'm like, okay. A bit Cold War era themed, but a quiz is a quiz. So I'm the first kid to be hiding under his desk. Eventually, I come out from my desk. I make it to the last page. On the very last page, it says, do not do any of the previous questions. Sit with your hands crossed and wait for the teacher to speak. And then the teacher gave a whole lesson about how you should read through every test before doing it. And now you're telling me I shouldn't be practicing my 2s. I learned this lesson 20 years ago, man. And you know the crazy thing? It never comes up again. It never comes up again. For the rest of my life, I read through all my tests. There was not one test where the last question was to cross your arms till the teacher spoke. I skipped through the SAT reading section. I was like, this is my chance. Nope. You just have to do the whole fucking thing. Any comment on the beef between the Rizzler and the Hawk Tua girl? The MCU's been going on too long. They need a reboot. Bring back the characters we know. Iron Man. Captain America, you know? Robbery? What is that? Let's imagine a world where it did land in. Can't even be mad. Press R, it resets your camera. Brother, I can't even see the letter on my keyboard. I've been pressing it so much. Is that true, though? Okay, you said it resets the letter, and it definitely doesn't. It definitely doesn't, and I have fucked this tremendously. If my hair does start balding, I'm going to Turkey. I can't handle it. I've seen visions of what it's like. I can't handle it. I'm not built for this life. You're already started? I'm bald, not balding. Okay? It's different. I had gay sex. I'm not gay. It's not the same thing. It's like my VTuber model. I'm a tourist in this world. I've just come to take a visit. And much like 90% of people who go to Paris, we're not coming back. And if I see a trip to Paris coming up, I'm stopping in Istanbul first. When's 3 gameplay coming? When we hit 1 and 2. This is the only real video game. You guys wouldn't be complaining about this game if it had a bunch of gotcha girls that you could swipe through and then throw it at 1, which is Neko Chuan. And then you could upgrade your girls when you throw the disc and it lands between their breasts, you'd be losing your minds. I'm just doing it without all the frills. No, the gameplay's actually really good. I don't even play for the models. Okay, buddy. This shit's boring as fuck. You haven't watched a movie without your phone out in 10 years. Don't talk to me. You need a Family Guy short up to finish The Departed. We're not the same.
I left 14 minutes ago and he's still doing the same thing.
Would you say that about a 6'3" guy who can bench 315 pounds doing another set on flat bench? No. The gym bro is doing the same thing every damn time, and they're physically getting bigger. My throwing the cap and the cup skills are also increasing. And I'm 6'3". What do you... What? It's a shame we have made the most progress ever in human history since I've been alive. And the result is 10,000 plus people who think peak humor is a bald man. Not the bald man doing anything, just the bald man himself. We walked on the moon, man. We did that. Bro's not Northern Line. There's a reason I'm not breaking 70 resistance on my Peloton, okay? I won't sit here and lie to you. Nobody prepared me for this. I was so worried about my twos, I forgot to worry about when the 3 hits. What happened to your hair? The way people ask me what happened to my hair is like what people... It's the same exact intonation people use when they talk to me about the LA wildfires. What do you mean, what happened to it? Like I was not a party witnessing this. I was a bystander in the horrible accident that happened to my hair. I saw a Reddit post. It was I think it was like EMS subreddit. And one person, one EMSer stayed logged into their YouTube page and their search history was available to look at. And among the results was Ludwig and Wendigoon, which I was flattered to be a part of it. But more embarrassingly, in between me and Wendigoon was fart noise with reverb. Like, they wanted to watch me do my VTuber debut. They wanted to watch a Wendigoon video, but then they really wanted to get that fart sound out of their head. And so I started off flattered, and then now I'm unsure how to feel. Do you think NL would be upset by this? We were talking, and I think he might have messaged me about the bald. I forget exactly what he said. And I followed up and I said, what about another 1v1? We call it a battle between the balds. He never replied. I think he has the same outlook Slime does. They're no different than the VTubers, bro. They're mad at me because I'm a tourist living their life for a couple of weeks. They know that I get to leave this hell. Why don't you do this in real life? It's going to sound controversial. I think that's so much lamer. Like, I think this is one of the greatest games of all time. If you're doing it in real life, you just got nothing going on. Like, go outside, man. Read a book. Join a pick-up basketball game. Do you see how close we are to success, though? It's like that 2 falls in the hole. The 3 follows suit. That could have been it. Now you're getting the game, man. Now you're understanding why this is like one of the greatest games of all time. Because you just have to believe. You have to believe in moments like this. You kind of look like Daniel Radcliffe in Imperium. Is that where he stood next to a horse with his penis out? If so, I'm flattered. Thank you. Why'd you quit Slay the Spire? I've actually never played that game. But I imagine Northern Lion's reason for quitting any game he played a lot of is the same reason cool bands don't play the one hit that you know. Because you don't want to end up like September. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Every time. Do you remember? You don't want to be that man. You don't want to be that band. It's a battle for you to get over. That's the thing about people. People don't know what they want. Because people only know they like the things that they like. They don't know the things that they don't know that they like. You're so wrong. Yeah, we should do another Boy Meets World spinoff. That would probably be sick. That's the disease, man. You're feeding the disease. The nostalgia disease right now, where only sequels or spinoffs are being made, reboots. No one's willing to take a chance on something new. In your world, we're watching iCarly, checking out the new Marvel movie, and then booting up Twitch to see Northern Lions still playing Binding of Isaac in 2035. And I'm over doing fucking You Laugh, You Lose still on YouTube. Laughing at a farting monkey. Aren't you a spin-off of Northern Lion? Let's not get too real. Maybe I'm the Ocean's 8 to his Ocean's 11, but you don't have to say it out loud. Do you think there's a deleted scene where all the characters in Ocean's 8 try to figure out what sushi place they're going to order from? They didn't have a man to give them a bad suggestion they could have said no to. All right. This is it. This is our last attempt of the night. We know what it is. It's a wrist up, straight. We want to go, I would say, 35% to 65% gradient, and then more power than a 2. All right, we got this shit. Just put the chip in the cup, bro. Not today. Not today. I'm done with this game. Slash marker the Kawhi Leonard of this shit.